And hello, everyone, and welcome to Paintsville High School for tonight's high school basketball doubleheader tonight as the Paintsville Tigers take on the West Carter Lady Comets in Game 1, followed by boys action tonight as Paintsville will face Floyd Central on WMDJ Sports. It is the City Between the Lakes Classic being played here at Paintsville High School and also at Johnson Central High School today, tomorrow, and Saturday here in Johnson County. I'm Jamie Johnson, joined by Byron Hall on color commentary, Josh McKinney on statistics, and also Josh Peach Page on camera tonight for this Game 1 action between the West Carter Lady Comets at 1 and 4 versus the homestanding Paintsville Lady Tigers at 2 and 3. Byron, a couple of teams looking to get back on the winning ways. You got two teams that are struggling out the gate, but looking to try to rectify things here before the Christmas holiday.
Well, we talk about all the time, you want to challenge yourself early on in the season, and about this time, you really start to work out some kinks and really try to find what works for you as a group. And, when January rolls around, the All-A comes around, and those kind of tournaments, that's when you really want to start playing better basketball. And I think that's what both teams are starting to look forward to and start going to. And, it's a Christmas time. You're going to see each other a lot, whether it's practice, whether you're going to some kind of tournament. Obviously, West Carter's here tonight. But, usually you're traveling somewhere either before or after Christmas for one tournament. And you get, it's a bunch of camaraderie amongst one another.
Josh, it is the beginning of the Christmas tournament season. Of course, this is just one of many being played all around the area.
Yeah, Paintsville's coming off appearance in last week's Mountain Classic down at Perry Central. A couple of tough losses, one to a much bigger enrollment-wise and physically-wise Knox Central team. Then it took a tough loss to Perry Central, the host Lady Commodores. West Carter actually just earned their first win of the season a couple nights ago against Greenup County. A 3-point win for the Lady Comets coming into tonight. So looking to build off of that momentum. Paintsville looking to kind of right the ship a little bit. And, again, it's a game that both teams kind of feel like they can and probably should win, and to get the Christmas holiday season started before district play starts coming up in a couple weeks.
Let's meet tonight's starters. First for West Carter tonight. They come in again, as Josh said, at 1 and 4 on the season. They'll look like this at one guard. A sophomore, number 35, Novelli Hatton. She averaged 11 points per ball game. Also starting tonight, a junior, number 10, Sydney Cecil. Also starting is Kinley Nolan, a junior, number 24. Macy Holbrook is also in the starting five tonight, a freshman, number 2. And Holly Brown, a senior, number 34, rounds out the starting five for the Lady Comets of West Carter. Got to turn all this sound down, bouncing back at us here. Again, the starters for West Carter, Hatton, along with Cecil, Nolan, Holbrook, and Brown for West Carter. For Paintsville at 2 and 3, they'll look like this at one guard. Kylie Kenner, a sophomore, wearing number 3, averages 22 points per ball game. She is 23 points away, Byron, from a significant number, Josh.
Yeah, 1,500 for her career. Not even halfway through her sophomore season, and she's been one of the better shooters in the region for a couple of years already.
Indeed, she has been. She's going to be already a special player. She's got a special career on the high school level as we continue to watch her progress over the next couple of years. Also at guard is Emma Keaton, the senior, number 2. Emma comes into this game averaging 9 points per game. She was 6 of 15 from beyond the arc from 3 the other night versus Pike Central at a 22-point effort in that win the other night.
Got to step up. Different people have to step up when called upon. It can't be your star every night, but somebody else has to pitch in and chip in.
Also tonight starting for Paintsville is Brooklyn Skaggs, a junior, wearing number 4, averages 6 points per ball game. Also Annabelle Blankenship at sophomore, number 15. She averages 2.6 points per game. And also starting tonight for Paintsville is Eliza Howard, a sophomore, wearing number 25, right at 2 points per ball game. Again, for Paintsville, your starting five is Howard, Blankenship, Skaggs, Keaton, and Kenner for Don Kenner's Lady Tigers Paintsville. Of course, this is the start of the City Between the Lakes Classic in this newly remodeled gym. You got to love the new floor and all of the resurfacing and everything being updated here, the lights and everything here at Paintsville.
Yeah, I love the new floor. It's got a nice light color to it with the blue. The blue really pops off of it, and you can see everything really good.
Blankenship will jump center versus Cecil of West Carter. West Carter wearing the maroon uniforms of white numerals and letters. West Carter top to bottom. Paintsville in the whites with blue numerals and letters. Tigers across the top and black trim. And the Lady Tigers win the tip, and they'll have it starting here on offense on the left side tonight. Of course, this game is on Facebook and YouTube only tonight. We'll have radio coverage of the boys' game coming up later on tonight. Right now, we got girls action as Paintsville works for a shot. They'll drive down the lane here. Dish off in the corner. It will go to Skaggs. Up top now for Keaton. Looks to go down low inside. Pass drops in for Blankenship. Double team. Needs some help. Gives it to a cutter. A shot up no good by Keaton. And out of bounds and back to West Carter.
You can see early on, West Carter really paying attention to where Kenner is. Somebody shadowing her at all times.
Ball's in play for West Carter. They do not have the services of Bristol Boggs, a freshman, their leading scorer tonight. So that's going to be awfully difficult for West Carter here on the road. A 3 on a steal is no good by Paintsville, and the miss retrieved by West Carter. Lady Comics Holbrook with the basketball. She'll bring it across the stripe. Double team needs some help. Gives it out now for Brown. Holly Brown, a senior, number 34 in the backcourt. Gives it off to Hatton. Left side, the pass will go to Nolan. Only 9 players on the West Carter roster, by the way. Pass deflected out of play. It will stay with the Lady Comets.
Light traveling bunch.
From Olive Hill tonight.
Well, no JV game. You just bring your varsity players.
Yeah. Baseline looking to give it inbounds. West Carter's Hatton does in the corner. A 3 in the air is bouncing off. No good. Got her own shot, was Brown on the miss. Gives it off. Here's a runner up, and it will roll in for Kinley Nolan, a junior for West Carter. 2-0 Lady Comets. Across the timeline, Paintsville with the basketball. Pass goes off left side to Howard. And knocked out of her hands, and West Carter with a turnover down court. Here's a chance for a three-point play. Good layup for Holbrook, and the foul on Paintsville.
Live ball turnovers allowing West Carter to get out and run right there. Turn it into 2 points, possibly 3 here.
Foul goes against Howard. That's her first. Team foul number 1. Free throw is up and no good for Holbrook. 4-0 your score. West Carter on top. Paintsville in transition. Inside a layup opportunity. Missed by Skaggs. Picked up by West Carter. Lady Comets pushing the ball down court. Kick out to the left side. No shot. They'll go right side now. Driving is Nolan to the basket. Lays it up. No good. Rebound controlled by Paintsville. Skaggs across the stripe for the Lady Tigers. Up top it goes to Howard. Back over to Skaggs. High post to Blankenship. They'll give and go. And a layup missed by Skaggs. And saved by West Carter. Loose ball retrieved by the Lady Comets. Coming down court, West Carter basketball. Hit and a foul. Look at 3 shots for Novalee Hatton, a sophomore.
It's going to be 2 on Howard.
Novalee. I love that name. Novalee Howard.
I'm glad you read it and said it before I did.
I like it. First free throw is no good. She has 2 more shots coming up. Listen, she could be supernovaly if she goes off on 3-point shots tonight.
Supernova. Huh?
Supernova here tonight. Second free throw is good. Lady Comets up 5-0 here early on. One more from the lefty is up and good. Makes it 6-0 West Carter on the Hutchford.com scoreboard. Coming down court, here's a 3 in the quarter for Paintsville. It's no good. A miss by Skaggs and picked up by West Carter again.
Paintsville's been 1 and out every trip so far.
Up top, the ball goes now to Cecil. Gives it off. Here is Hatton for three. No good. Rebound controlled by Paintsville, and then a little touch foul there by Wes Carter.
Yeah, can't make silly fouls like that. You're 80 foot away from the goal on the opposite side. Just concede the rebound right there.
Foul was on Kinley Nolan, her first, team foul number 1. Ball's in play for Paintsville. They trail 6-0 here early. Skaggs across the stripe. Right side with it. Floats it off left side. Playing the drive is Ramey, who's in the game. Now a three in the corner is good for Emma Keaton, and I'm telling you, folks, she can feel it from the outside.
Keaton's going to get those opportunities as long as they're paying so much attention to Kenner.
6-3 the other way. A layup missed in transition by Hatton, but the ball stays with Wes Carter. Brown takes it out to the right side. Brings it up top, leaves it for Hatton. Still with the basketball. They'll lob it down low, knocked away by Paintsville. It's on the floor, and Paintsville comes up with it. Coming down court, Kylie Kenner feeds it off to McKinley Ramey, the 8th grader. Back out front now, it goes to Skaggs. Now again to Ramey. She'll back it out to midcourt. Driving to the basket, got right by her man and laid it up easily. Nobody stopping the 8th grader, McKinley Ramey.
Well, our help defense was going to be coming from Kenner's defender, and because they're staying right on her, was able to get by.
6-5 your score, Wes Carter by 1. Spin move down the lane for Wes Carter, and a layup good by Sydney Cecil. 4 of the 5 starters have scored for Wes Carter already. Down court, a 3 in transition. No good for Paintsville's Kenner. Offensive board, though, by Ramey, and the Lady Tigers will keep it. Cross-court pass to Skaggs. She'll drive in the middle. Kicks it in the corner. Here's a 3 in the air. It's good. That's Skaggs in the corner with the 3. The assist from Keaton. That makes it all 8. 3:25 to play in the first quarter. All tied at 8. Wes Carter, the drive. A layup, no good. Missed by Holbrook. Paintsville on the rebound. Lady Tigers across the stripe. Up top. Blankenship takes it down inside. No shot. Kicks it back out for Ramey. Looks inside, and a whistle and a foul.
Block.
Keaton down low with the basketball, and then the foul on Wes Carter. That's on Holbrook, her first, team foul number 2. It will be Paintsville ball under their own basket. Ball's in play up top. Blankenship again won the drive, had it knocked away, and a steal for Wes Carter. Down court come the Lady Comets. A little bit of trouble here on the inside. They'll kick it back out. But the basketball is Hatton. Now up top it will go to Holbrook. Looking to kick it out for a 3. It's no good by Nolan. Paintsville on the rebound. 3-on-2 breakaway here. Kenner drives into the middle. Layup good by Kylie Kenner on the jump shot in the middle there.
Yeah, a little floater. She got the rebound, went coast to coast there.
Wes Carter down court, trailing for the first time tonight, 10-8. There's a 3 on the wing. It's no good by Hatton. Rebound controlled by Blankenship. Or excuse me, that's actually a substitution for Paintsville. We'll get that number. Addison Hatton, an 8th grader. And a turnover down court, though. And Stamper comes away with it for Wes Carter. Down court, and they can't hang on to it out of bounds as nobly Hatton could not hang on to it.
Both teams a little sloppy with the basketball here last couple minutes.
Maggie Music checks in. Blankenship out for Paintsville. So right now it's Music and Addison Hatton in the ball game. Also staying in there is Keaton, Kenner, and Ramey. That's your 5 on the floor right now for the Lady Tigers. Out to Music on the right side. Back to Ramey. Thought about the 3. Takes it to the baseline. Gives it inside. Up too strong down low. A miss by Addison Hatton. Wes Carter with the rebound. Down court, Stamper shot blocked by Kenner. And out of bounds. It will stay with Wes Carter.
Both teams in a stingy man-to-man early on here. Wes Carter almost playing a box and one instead of having the normal box zone They're just matching up man to man.
Looking the drive to the basket. This is Nolan. And they'll say out of bounds. Last touch by Wes Carter.
Kenner must have blocked it off of her. She went out of bounds.
Yeah. Lady Tiger basketball, 1:15 to play in the first quarter. HutchFord.com scoreboard. Kenner pulls up for the 8-footer. Good. Kylie Kenner with 4. 12-8 your score with 1:02 to go in the first. Paintsville on top. Wes Carter across the stripe. Pass goes on from the right side. No shot. Nolan now pulls up in the lane. Jumper no good. And the miss received by Holbrook of Wes Carter out to Stamper for 3. It's no good. And out of bounds and back to Paintsville. Skaggs back in for Paintsville. Also back in is Holly Brown for Wes Carter.
Wes Carter's had a few open shots here, unable to convert.
Paintsville across the timeline. With the basketball, Ramey finds Kenner down the lane. Floater up, bouncing off. Rebound Wes Carter with 25 seconds. Still in backcourt. Holbrook finds Brown. Gets it across the stripe, left side. Picks at the clock. Gives it back now to Holbrook. Up top for Stamper. 10 seconds. Stamper one dribble. Gives it off to Holbrook. Stops at the free throw line. Leaner up. Good. And one. The foul on Paintsville.
If you're Wes Carter, that's a boost you wanted right
Exactly.
there. Ended a little bit of a scoring drought.
Foul was on Addison Hatton of Paintsville, her first. Team foul number 3. Free throw up and no good. 4 seconds offensive board. Back up no good by Cecil. Gets the other miss out to Hatton for 3. No good. Into one quarter. Your score, Paintsville 12 and Wes Carter 10. We're back in 1 minute here on WMDJ Sports. Back at Paintsville High School, your score at 12-10. Paintsville on top as we get ready for the second quarter tonight. Josh McKinney, some first quarter stats.
Well, Paintsville started the game off ice cold, missing their first 6 shots, but ended that first quarter 5 of 8 from the field to take that 2-point lead. Wes Carter just 4 of 17, including 0 of 5 from deep. And give credit to Kylie Kenner. She's had to work for all 4 of her points. Also has 3 rebounds after 1 quarter for the Lady Tigers.
Paintsville starts this quarter with Blankenship along with Keaton, Kenner, Ramey, and Skaggs. Your 5 on the floor for the Lady Tigers. Wes Carter basketball. Hatton up top, finds Stamper. Looks for the cutter inside. Shot blocked by Kenner out of bounds.
Long arm of the law right there.
Yeah.
About 3 blocks for her now.
Ollie Brown trying to drive, had it swatted out of bounds for Wes Carter. Lady Comets keep possession here, down by 2. As we start this second quarter, ball's in play on the post to Cecil. Head and shoulder fake, driving in this time. Brown converts at the elbow. Tied at 12 on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. Paintsville look inside. Ramey against Stamper. Kicks it back out to Skaggs. Gives it now in the corner to Ramey. Back out to Blankenship, down to Ramey again. Stops top of the key, now backs it out, calls thumbs down. Gives it off. Keaton wants a try 3. It's no good, out of bounds. And it will go back to Wes Carter.
Yeah, Wes Carter doing a really good job blanketing Kenner right now, not giving her any space at all.
Wes Carter basketball. Across the timeline, Brown gives it in the corner up top for Stamper. Didn't take the shot. Gives it back off to Nolan. She'll drive into the middle, put it up, no good. Rebound, Paintsville. Ramey on the glass. Brooks it across the stripe, picked up man-to-man by Stamper, got hit right in the lane by Cecil and planted on the deck.
Telling you. They call that a hip check.
It's her first team foul number 1 on West Carter here in the second period.
West Carter also has 7 offensive rebounds. So they've had plenty of opportunities to kind of pull away a little bit from Paintsville, just haven't been able to do it.
Ramey in the right corner being harassed by Stamper. Now over in the corner is Skaggs. Up top for Blankenship. Back to Ramey for 3. Sidewinding shot, no good. Tie up and saved by Paintsville's Blankenship. Another 3 try. It's in the air. Rattling out, no good by Skaggs. Picked up by West Carter's Brown. She'll bring it across the stripe for the Lady Comets. Brown down to the right corner. Feeds it inside for Cecil. Nowhere to go. Takes it out to the corner. Gives it up top for Stamper with 6:12 to go. Second quarter. All tied at 12. Ball's loose. Paintsville's got it. 2-on-1 breakaway. Ramey, the feed to Kenner and the finish.
And Kenner wants to find baskets. She needs to find them in transition.
14-12 now. Across the timeline. West Carter with the basketball. Driving down the lane. Nolan, big step, missed it. Paintsville the other way with it. Skaggs down court, pull up for 3. Bouncing off. Offensive board, Blankenship back up and all good. Rebound controlled by West Carter. Well, the chances have been there, Byron. They just can't finish it.
They got lids on there.
West Carter down court. Brown will stop. Gives it off to Stamper. West Carter down by 2 here. And it's like a reach-in foul on Kent. No.
Moving screen.
Moving screen on West Carter. It's a second foul on Kinley Nolan. And she'll check out. Replaced by Holbrook. Ball's in play for Paintsville, but trouble in the backcourt. Holbrook gives it up to Keaton.
Simple man-to-man, clear out.
Finally across the timeline, Lady Tigers with the basketball. High post, Blankenship takes it to the wing. Gives it off to a cutting Kenner down to the baseline. Missed the shot. Fighting for the loose ball, out of bounds and back to West Carter.
Kenner come out of her shoe.
It's like, what do you see there besides that? I mean, trying to run this simple offense here, just nothing happening right now.
Yeah, just they're deferring away from Kenner because she is getting so much pressure right now. But Paintsville needs to find a way to get her involved, to get her to touch the basketball, whether that be by, a couple down screens, having her coming off a couple screens to try to get at least put the ball in her hands and make her be a playmaker into a facilitator. But right now she's a little passive, staying out and letting the other 4 really play offense.
Ansley click checks in, replacing Ramey for Paintsville, and inside Hatton converts the deuce down court for West Carter. And we're tied back at 14 on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. Straight away, 3 is off the back of the iron, no good for Kenner. Didn't go after her missed shot. It was an easy rebound for West Carter down court, out of bounds. Last touch by Paintsville.
Well, here's the thing about Kenner. She's had at least three different players defend her and chase her around the floor, while West Carter staying fresh with defenders. She's wearing herself down on offense, and then she's a very good defender for Paintsville on defense as well.
West Carter ball tied at 14, 4:18 to go before the break. Stamper been in for some heavy minutes, cut off on the wing. Up top now for Holbrook. Finds Hatton, driving inside, dribbling it off her leg out of bounds. That shit is my bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just those things happen sometimes. Yeah, they wouldn't let Kenner bring the ball up the floor.
Wow. Staying all over her. Kenner across the timeline. Holbrook stuck to her like glue. A lot of contact between both Holbrook and Kenner. Pass fed inside and a miss. Put back up, no good by Blankenship. And West Carter comes away with it.
Paintsville's has had opportunities in what is a very what you would consider a scoring area.
West Carter a three the other way. Rattling in for Novalee Hatton. She's got 7 tonight. Breaks the tie, 17-14 down court. Offensive foul on Paintsville.
I don't think she was moving as much as she said it just a little bit late, as the defender was already. She didn't give her enough time to kind of get there, I guess, what you're saying.
That's Ansley Click on the foul. Her first, team foul number 1 here in the second quarter for Paintsville. 17-14 your score. Approaching 3 to go before the break. Lady Comets in front court. Look inside the Cecil. Fading back, puts it up and in. West Carter's confidence is growing with every trip down court.
Can't play behind somebody that low in the post.
Paintsville in front court. Ramey back in the ball game. Gets by her defender and tried to feed it down low. Knocked away, saved by Paintsville. Out to Kenner. Got past her defender. Elbow jumper, good for Kylie Kenner. She's got to work off some screens and get some shots.
Yeah, she's got to do some backdoor cuts, come off a screen or two, but she's got to start getting involved.
19-16, Lady Tigers down by 3. West Carter ball. Lady Comets in front court with it. Holly Brown gives it off to Stamper. Stops, walk to the basketball. Turnover. Paintsville substitution. Helton will check back in. Also Music replacing Skaggs and Blankenship. Paintsville ball. It's in bounds to Keaton. Across the stripe. Emma Keaton with the basketball. Feeds it off to Ramey. Had it poked away. Lost her dribble. Needs a little. She has a dribble actually.
Well, she got fouled about 3 times.
True. Finally, the foul, though, is called on West Carter. On Stamper, her first. Team foul number 3. Looking, balls in play for Paintsville in front court. Music with issues. Gives it off. Now at center court is Keaton. Her team down by 3. Keaton whistles and a double dribble. So another Lady Tiger turnover here. That's 3, or actually 5, here in the first half. 19-16. West Carter in front court leading by 3. Bob inside. Caught by Cecil, can't convert. Out of bounds. Back to Paintsville.
Paintsville fortunate here that West Carter has missed some easy ones inside.
Ball's in play for Paintsville. Lady Tigers with it. At center court is Ramey. Got past Brown, floater in the lane, up, no good. Fighting for the loose ball. Paintsville keeps it. Music out to another shot from Ramey. Back of the iron, no good. Out of bounds to West Carter. Boy, I tell you, stone cold shooting for Paintsville.
It's about as cold as it is outside.
And it is chilly outside.
Yeah, just a little bit.
19-16, 1:20 left here in the second period. West Carter with a lead in the basketball. Poked out of the hands of Cecil, gets it back. Good defense by Music. Up top it goes to Holbrook. Stops at the free throw line. I'm not going to walk, no call. No rebound. Back out to West Carter for a 3. It's no good. And finally the glass cleaned by Kenner, but then lost it. West Carter again. The jumper good for Stamper.
Can't keep giving opportunities to a team to keep shooting till they make it.
Got a 30-second timeout called by Paintsville. This 30-second timeout brought to you by Stonecrest Golf Course. Attention golfers, the 2025 Preferred Players Card is available. You can purchase your card to get $10 off every green fee. Plus, when you purchase your card, you'll receive a free round of golf. That's a savings of up to $65 at Stonecrest Golf Course.
Well, you know, you like to go out and hit the links a little bit.
Why not?
Yeah. Paintsville right now has got to find a way to get Kenner involved. I mean, that's got to be something that's going to be addressed. Probably at halftime, but this is more of we got a rebound kind of timeout. We can't allow them to keep shooting until they make it, and then we got to take advantage of easy shots underneath our own goal and get some easy baskets.
Under a minute, Paintsville ball. Music will give it in play. Does to Brooklyn Skaggs, who's back in. Gets it across the stripe. She replaced Keaton. Up top for Ramey. Backs it out between the circles. 38 seconds. Kenner gets free off on the left wing. Takes it to the box. No shot. Back out front. Pass goes to Skaggs. Off to Ramey. High post lob to Blankenship. To Kenner again. Driving inside. The runner good by Kylie Kenner. And a near steal on the inbounds. Out of bounds back to West Carter.
Yeah, Kenner, if she can get the ball out towards half court and get that downhill momentum, seems to be working all right for her.
West Carter in their corner opposite end zone. Ball's in play. In backcourt, Cecil double teamed. Timeout called by West Carter with 14 seconds. Another 30-second timeout.
You know, West Carter feeling the pressure right there. Good timeout by them. Probably to save a possession. You don't want to give Paintsville an easy basket here before the half. Wouldn't be surprised right here if you see some kind of run out, home run type pass from West Carter.
You know, Byron's talked a lot about how West Carter's paying a lot of attention to Kylie Kenner. She's got 10 points on 5 of 10 shooting. Everybody else just 3 of 17. And they've had some good looks, just 2 of 10 from the outside. And so I think if Paintsville's going to kind of, you know, stay in this game and ultimately kind of come back and win, the other 4 are going to somehow kind of have to pick up that extra slack.
And a lot of it is coming down in the 5 to 10 foot range that they're missing easy shots right now.
In backcourt, West Carter with it. Wade finally inbounds at midcourt to Madison Stamper. Stops, looks inside for Cecil, 9 seconds. Back out front, and whistles and steps called on West Carter, and that possession was doomed from the start.
You could tell that was, even before the timeout, it was a little shaky, and then even after the timeout, still shaky right there.
Paintsville with a chance here. 4 seconds. Look at the clock by Ramey. Out to Kenner. 1 second. Forces it up from 3. No good. We go to the half. Your score, it is Paintsville trailing West Carter 21-18. 21-18. Hutch Ford bringing you the scoreboard here tonight. 21-18 your score on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. Josh McKinney, some stats here at the half.
First for Paintsville individual scoring, Kylie Kenner leading the way with 10 points. She's played all 16 minutes of that first half, and she has battled for all 16 minutes. 3 points apiece for Emma Keaton and Brooklyn Skaggs, and 2 points for McKinley Ramey, and that's it. That's all the scoring for Paintsville in the first half. For West Carter, very balanced scoring. All 6 players for West Carter that have played have scored. Leading scorer is Nova Lee Hatton with 7 points, 4 points apiece for Macy Holbrook and Sydney Cecil, and 2 points for Kinley Nolan, Holly Brown, and Madison Stamper for West Carter. The Lady Comets shooting 9 of 28 from the field for 31%, just 1 of 7 from the outside, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Paintsville not a lot better, 8 of 28 from the field for 28%, 2 of 11 from downtown, and Paintsville has not attempted a free throw yet so far here tonight. West Carter a +7 rebounding advantage, 24-17, including 9 offensive rebounds for the Lady Comets. 8 turnovers for West Carter, 5 for Paintsville, 5 assists for West Carter, just 3 for the Lady Tigers. And points in the paint, 14 of West Carter's 21 points have come inside the paint so far tonight.
And that's your halftime stat roundup, individual and team numbers here tonight. Of course, this is the first of 2 here tonight. The next game features the Floyd Central Jaguar boys taking on Paintsville's boys, and they were supposed to play on Tuesday night, but that was postponed. That way they didn't play 2 times in the same week. Kind of an odd scheduling, the way that was originally posted, and I think the right decision was made to say, hey, we'll just play 1 time and put the other game later in the year.
Yeah, I mean, you got plenty of time still left in the season. So, I mean, it's not a big deal but like you said, it's a quick turnaround. You like to play a game most of the time and then play it at least 2 to 3 weeks later, if possible. Kind of see what kind of adjustments you've made or how much you've improved and kind of gauge yourself from game to game against an opponent.
Guys, how about Floyd Central right now? That's a 4-1 start and a good, a battle-tested early on. Got a tough loss at Betsy Lane back on Friday night, but they're 1-1 in district play, and then the win at Wayland Gym on Saturday. I thought that was an important win to get for Floyd Central following that loss on Friday night.
It's a really short turnaround because you play an overtime game late into the night on Friday. You come back in a game that's mid-Saturday afternoon against a really tough Rowan County team. And an important win, yeah, but I was really impressed with the way in which they won. They were down from the start, a really cold start for Floyd Central in that first quarter, battled back in the second, and really led the entire second half. And it was, Dylan Boyd and Chris Briggs in foul trouble in the first half. Boyd comes off the bench in the third quarter, knocked down a couple of threes, really showing no signs of having to sit out the second quarter. And we've talked about it before. It's really been an extremely balanced Floyd Central team. It's a little bit of everybody. You're getting production from every player that's played has kind of stepped up in big moments so far early in the season, and they've looked really, really good. And once they fill into their roles a little bit, your Bucks and your Johnsons, it's really, if you're a Jag fan, really exciting to see kind of what they can be a month or two down the road.
Yeah, I think, you like you said, it's a collective group playing. Not that they haven't been a collective group before, but previous years, you could look at Braden Moore and think, you know what, he needs to go get us a basket. Or you kind of
Braden or Ronnie.
Braden or Ronnie, and you're just talking about go get a basket. Those guys could go get that basket for you. Spriggs can do that on this team, I think. And then you've got other guys that haven't shown they can do it yet, but have shown flashes of the ability to do it, if that makes sense.
I was telling a friend today, I said, waiting for that game where Chris Spriggs breaks out, not just distributing the ball, but also scoring the basketball. I think that's what's been missing from Floyd Central in the early going, is just more point production out of him.
Yeah, I'll call it right. He's going to get a triple-double this year.
Oh, yeah.
He's already tied the single-game record for assists a couple of games ago with 13, and he's going to have a triple-double. It might have happened once before. J.R. Tackett might have had one that very first year, but it's something that hasn't happened a whole lot, and he will get it this season. Mark it down.
I'm with you. I think you're right. I mean, he's that guy. He can get the points. He can get everybody involved, and when he's getting points and people have to pay attention to him, that's just going to open things up for a Dylan Boyd, a Christian Johnson, a Wesley Buck, and the other guys on the team.
How about the other county teams? Of course, Betsy Lane, very sharp the other night.
Like Cameron Pitts.
And he has been the talk of the area.
For good reason.
He has just exploded. I mean, he has exploded. I mean, we all know he was a good player.
Yeah.
But he really has just took it to a new level here in 2024-25.
He's showing us his offensive ability, and he hasn't been asked to show that in previous years. Either because the team has not asked him to, or he just hasn't felt the need to and deferred to other guys. But right now, it's the Cameron Pente show.
Yeah, and they're going as he's going. I think as long as he's having big nights and filling it full, not necessarily the 30-plus point effort every night, but if he's having a solid night, they're on their game, and they're going to be a tough team to beat throughout the year. They're a dark horse right now in the 15th region in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, between him, if he plays like he plays and Carter Parsons continues to play well and have scoring nights, he struggled to score Friday night last week, but he was involved in taking care of the basketball and other things, playing defense, rebounding. But when he's on his game and scoring and the both of them play, they're about as dangerous as anybody can be.
Now, playing the Parsons map, since you brought up Carter, Prestonwood's already kind of on the bottom of the district right now. They had a tough loss at Louisa on Monday.
It's a tough trip up north.
Yeah, tough trip to go up there. They've already lost to Floyd Central, so they're 0-2 already. You have Floyd Central at 1-1. You have Betsy Lane 1-1, and Lawrence County out to a 2-0 start. I don't think there's much separation between Lawrence County, Betsy Lane, and Floyd Central. I think that game that Lawrence and Betsy Lane played, let's see that played again and look for a different outcome.
Here's what I know. Lawrence County is all gas and no brake.
All the time.
Look,
every year.
Every year. And they play it probably better than anybody. Now, whether or not they've got shooters every year that can really fill it up, that's to be seen year to year.
Yeah.
Right? But you catch them on any given night, they're liable to drop 100 because they all have the green light most of the time. And like we said, up and down the court. So you combine that, and I don't think Betsy Lane and Floyd Central are necessarily all gas and no brake. I think they pump the brakes a little bit and pick their spots more to run than what Lawrence County does. And if you can slow Lawrence County down a little bit and make them play in the half court, then you have to like your chances against them.
And I kind of like the chances of Floyd Central or Betsy Lane able to do that down the stretch. I think Betsy Lane got into the we're going to run with you all night attitude.
Yeah.
I think the next time they play each other, it won't be that way.
I think you're right. I think we've seen it Friday night with Floyd Central. Betsy Lane ran and got out to a lead early. When Floyd Central kind of finally was able to score and then kind of control the pace a little bit more, you started seeing them come back and get in that game and eventually take a lead because they were able to kind of dictate when they were run. Instead of trying to go run all the time, they would pick and choose their spots a little bit more carefully, and I think that made a difference. And I think it made a difference on Saturday as well for them.
I think the unfortunate thing for Betsy Lane is you have to go to Lawrence County.
Yeah.
And not that it's, they can't win, but that's just a tough place to play.
I don't know.
We said it I think maybe last year, every time you watch a game at Lawrence County, you see something you've never seen before.
True.
Half-court shots.
Betsy Lane has lost every way you could imagine.
Yeah.
Down there on the boys' side. Heartbreak losses.
And I think that's, just kind of going off of, past events. It's you have to go to there. You drop the one at home, a close game. And not that there's a lot of separation, but it can be razor thin. You could still lose by 15 points.
Yeah.
It's just one of those places where just weird things happen.
And nobody, and if you
no debate here.
And if you ain't there, you ain't seen it either.
That's right. Yeah, because we can't stream it when we go down there.
No.
Radio only.
Just take our word for it.
Take our word for it.
If you know, you know.
We are ready for some second half, third quarter action here on WMDJ on this first game of two tonight in the City Between the Lakes Classic. Paintsville and West Carter. Paintsville will bring out Skaggs, Blankenship, along with Kenner, Howard, who had a lot of foul trouble in the first quarter, and Keaton. That's your five on the floor for Paintsville. West Carter bringing out their starting five as well of Hatton, Cecil, Nolan, Holbrook, and Brown. Paintsville basketball down 21-18 on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. And again, trying to force it to Kenner. Nobody's got possession out of bounds. It will stay with Paintsville.
Yeah, you can tell Wes Carter came in here and said, we are not letting Kenner beat us tonight.
Deny, deny, deny.
Yeah, there is no help off of her whatsoever.
Chinese Christmas. If she gets the ball, if she gets the package, she can't have it.
That's right.
Make her give it up every time. And there's a steal for Wes Carter. Turnover the other way. Lady Comets with it. Cecil on the wing. Needs a little help here. There's a 5-second call. There's finally a turnover, a walk on Wes Carter. But now that was good defense by Blankenship all over Cecil there for, I think, 6 seconds.
Paintsville's done a very good job in the half-court man-to-man. I swear I'd almost play a zone just to force Wes Carter to hit a three.
In front court. That box and one is what they've been applying. There's that big pick set by Howard. Gets Kenner free in the lane. The runner off the mark. And Howard can't save it in play. Goes back to West Carter.
That's what you're going to have to see Paintsville do more to get Kenner the ball, is have her start low and then have her come up off a screen or somebody come down and screen forward.
Lady Comets in front court. They lead 21-18 early in the third quarter. Little cut inside. The runner partially blocked out of the hands of Nolan, and Paintsville's got it. Lady Tigers down court. Skaggs looks inside Howard. Takes it out to the right corner. Out to the wing. Wants to drive. Gives it out left side. Here's a three for Keaton. It's no good. Loose ball on the floor. Saved to Paintsville. Howard keeps it. Up top. Gives it off to Blankenship. Brooks to the right. Now they find Kenner. Feeds it off to Skaggs. Back to Kenner on the post. Turns up and missed it. Opposite side back up. In and out, no good for Blankenship. And West Carter is going to take it down. Cecil off the miss. Finds Hatton. She'll bring it across the stripe. Guarded closely by Skaggs. Bounces it off to Holbrook. Under 6 to go in the third. Still 21-18. Nobody has scored here in the third quarter, Byron.
Stalemate.
Until now. There's a layup good by Nolan finally.
Yeah, 2 minutes off the clock without a bucket is tough sometimes.
My goodness. And there's a block in the back on West Carter.
Yeah, Paintsville able to get Kenner the ball in the backcourt and a little bit of separation. She had nothing but downhill.
Third team foul. Third foul on Nolan. First team foul on West Carter. Paintsville got to get the ball in play. They finally do to Blankenship. Now, my.
About 4.5.
On the wing, Skaggs gives it up top now. The basketball is Keaton. Drives right of the lane. Missed the runner. Into the hands of Hatton for West Carter, and she had to corral it. Gives it off to Brown. She'll come in the front court. Finds a seam, drives in, and lays it up good.
Nobody stopped Brown coming down the middle of the lane. Just a stroll in the park.
25-18. Right down court, Lady Tigers trailing. Yet to score in the third. A three, no good. Over the back, that's a foul on Paintsville. Skaggs on the foul, her first. Team foul number 1, third quarter here.
We had a great view of that one.
That we did. Thanks to a great hospitality by Paintsville here this week. We appreciate Jason Kenner for all of his help, the athletic director here at Paintsville. Always treats WMDJ so well when we come down here. Set us up center court.
Good view.
Allowing us to stream the games. We appreciate it very much as Brown will drive in and was lost the handle on the way up, and they'll just say it was blocked, no foul.
Is that Kenner with another block? That's 4.
Wow. Ball's in play for West Carter. Up top, Hatton launches the three. It's no good. Rebound off the miss. Kenner coming down court. Pulls up inside the arc, long two, no good. And I get it. She's trying to fight for her shot.
That's a really good shot, though.
That was a good take, but just not there. Inside, up and under move, good for Holbrook.
You know, you would trust her. I'd trust her with that shot every trip if I could.
Blankenship leaves it out front for Ramey. She checked in for Skaggs. Takes it out to center court. Right side pass. They'll go inside now on the block to Blankenship. Finds a cutting Kenner to the basket, banks it up and in.
Moving without the basketball to score points. That's what she's got to do.
And finally, Paintsville on the board here in the third quarter. Their first bucket of the third. Lob inside, knocked away by Kenner. A steal for Paintsville. With the basketball, across the stripe is Ramey. Driving down to the right side. Nowhere to go. No steps called on that. Now a foul as Kenner works her way to the basket.
Paintsville's first free throw attempts.
Foul on Cecil, her second. And as you mentioned, the first trip to the line tonight for Paintsville. Kenner on the line for 2. That one's good. Makes it 27-21. West Carter by 6 on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. And the next one is good as well. Timeout called by West Carter, a 30-second timeout brought your way by Stonecrest Golf Course. If you love to get some golfing in, get the preferred players card and save on those green fees in 2025 at Stonecrest Golf Course.
Yeah, West Carter taking a timeout to address the Kidder situation.
And that is?
Well, she's starting to find different ways to score now. And, you know, give Paintsville credit here as they have started getting the ball down towards the goal, and that's allowed Kenner to kind of use West Carter's aggressiveness against her and get some backdoor cuts towards the goal where it's an easy handoff or pass to her at the rim, and she's able to get some easy baskets.
Now the timeout. 5-point lead for West Carter. And it will be Lady Comet basketball. Looking to go and play. And a lazy pass, almost thrown away. Nolan brings it across the stripe for the Lady Comets. The right side, hands it off. The basketball is Holbrook up top for Hatton now. On the drive is Brown. They'll go up top. Penetration and a running miss, no good by Nolan. Paintsville on the attack. But the basketball is Hilton. Now Ramey will take it down the lane, feeds it on the baseline. Hilton the jumper, no good. Offensive board, Blankenship back up with it, no good. And West Carter comes away with it. Still a 5-point Lady Comet lead on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. West Carter comes in 1-4 on the season. Did not have their best player, Bristol Boggs, tonight. And right now they're doing pretty good as the baseline jumper is good by Cecil. It's an 8-2 run, or actually an 8-4 run this quarter now for West Carter. Hilton up top, finds Kenner, comes in for the 8-footer, no good. Out of bounds, and it will stay with Paintsville.
Yeah, you wonder how much legs does Kenner have left now to keep hitting those jump shots, as she has worked extremely hard to get open shots.
Ball's in play for Paintsville. Keaton feeds it inside for Music, who's back in. Back out for Keaton, driving, cut off. Steps called.
Yeah, got in the middle of the paint, and West Carter just walled up there and left her in no man's land.
Turnover number 7 on Paintsville. 29-22, 2:05 to go in the third on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. West Carter on top. The City Between the Lakes Classic here at Paintsville High School and over at Johnson Central this weekend. Look on the give and go. Layup good for Holbrook.
Some middle school action in this tournament, too.
A lot of action going on. Driving baseline, and we get contact and a foul on West Carter. 2 shots for Ramey. We mentioned the Floyd Central Paintsville game tonight being played over at Johnson Central. Danville Christian and Johnson Central's girls are playing tonight. Danville Christian, Campbell County, Hazard, all in this event, along with Floyd Central and Paintsville. Count the free throw for Ramey. The next one is bouncing in as well.
Got the home roll on that one.
31-24, and they need it. 1:34 to go in the third. West Carter basketball. Outside the box, Cecil with it. Hands it off to Holbrook right side. Up top for Madison Stamper. Now Hatton wants to drive in. The runner up and good for the lefty, Novalee Hatton.
The southpaw.
Yeah. 9 points for her. 33-24. West Carter, the drive. Scoop up, no good by Ramey. And cleared by West Carter. Pushing down court, Brown with the basketball. Gives it back out up top. Stamper, a 3-try. No good. Rebound retrieved by Kenner. Through traffic, down the lane, up, and no good, but a foul on the arm against West Carter. 2 shots for Kenner.
And not what you want if you are West Carter, but exactly what you want if you're Paintsville.
Foul goes against Hatton, her first, team foul number 4. As we're at 41 seconds left here in the third period. Free throw good for Kenner. 15 now for Kenner on the night.
I just wonder if they consider posting Kenner and maybe drawing a double team and allowing a cutter, her to dump off to a cutter to get easy baskets off somebody else.
Kenner gets a breather here for the final 42 seconds. So extra seat time as we'll have the timeout between quarters as well.
Well deserved right here.
Absolutely. 16 points for her. West Carter ball. Cross the stripe. Brown with it. Hands it off. They'll take the shot, a miss. No good by West Carter. Paintsville with the miss. Coming down court. Off to Ramey in the right corner. Swing it up top. No shot. Left side. Skaggs back in the game. Looked to go inside for Music. Had it poked away. West Carter's got it with 10 seconds. Down court, Holbrook pulled up on the baseline. Good. Macy Holbrook, 6 in the quarter, 10 in the game. 3 the other way, no good for Paintsville. West Carter maintains a 35-26 lead as we go to the fourth quarter on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. We're back in 1 minute on WMDJ Sports. Low scoring affair here in Paintsville tonight. Your score, 35-26. West Carter on top. Jamie Johnson with you tonight, along with Byron Hall, Josh McKinney, and Peach Page on the camera tonight. We're right in his back door, by the way. Peach lives like 30 seconds from here.
Did you walk here, Peach?
He did not. He said he could, but tonight he did not walk. He drove over here. But he lives nearby. I said, where at? He said, over there. He doesn't want us to go to his house. I mean, he didn't tell us exactly
pointed to the top corner of the gym. Over there.
Over there. Over there. That's what he said. Didn't tell us where. But
we're not going to break in, Peach.
No. Fine, man. Ain't coming to your house for trick-or-treat or nothing. Whatever, man. It's a mystery. It's a shroud of, if we can solve it, we can, though. We're good at finding info.
Yeah, you give us too much.
Or creating problems to solve.
Yeah, that too. We can create our own mess, Shaggy.
Paintsville, by the way, 1 of 13 in that third quarter. Big reason why they're down 9.
Yeah, 1 of 13 from the field. Mercy. West Carter ball. They lead 35-26. Driving the baseline. Shot blocked by Paintsville, but I got to tell you, Skaggs had a hold of her jersey the whole way down the baseline. Coach Kahn had a good argument over there, and now he goes back to West Carter anyway.
Tough to come on the road and play, especially in another team's tournament.
And this is a tough place to come in and get a win.
Look, this is one of the toughest places. I've always said Paintsville, Prestonsburg, 2 of the toughest places that I've ever played to get a win.
Howard picks up a foul in backcourt for Paintsville, her third. And Ramey right back in and Howard right back out.
We got beat by Paintsville here one time about 3 or 4 in overtime. Somebody said that's a 10-point win anywhere else.
Yeah. Hey, listen, all those accolades on that wall across from us, they didn't come by accident.
No, they didn't.
This is a tough place to come and win. This is a prideful program, girls and boys, and that's a loose ball at midcourt. No whistles. Paintsville comes up with it. Other way, a layup good for Kenner. 18 of the team's 28, and now a timeout called by West Carter. 35-28 your score. Josh, some statistics here.
Players not named Kylie Kenner, 3 of 25 from the field for Paintsville.
3 of 25?
She is 7 of 17 for the game. 0 of 4 from downtown, which has kind of been her calling card coming into the season, an outside shot. But the floater in the middle is what I really love about her game. But everyone else on the team, 3 for 25 tonight for Paintsville. And then for West Carter, I've been really impressed so far with Macy Holbrook, who I think has a couple of fans watching on Facebook. I've got her for 10 points and 8 rebounds, a near double-double for Holbrook. Kind of a quiet, I think, 10 points and 8 rebounds. But West Carter is continuing to stay after it on Kylie Kenner defensively. And like Byron said, they rotate the players, and they're really wearing her down. And West Carter winning the rebounding battle still 33-27. They've got 5 steals, some of those live ball turnovers Byron always talks about. And just really getting after it. And, they're not connecting on a lot of shots. They're just 16 of 42, so not much better than Paintsville. But they're getting themselves more opportunities than with the offensive rebounding and those turnovers. Now Paintsville up to 9 turnovers on the night so far.
Out of the timeout comes West Carter. Length of the court. Pressure from Paintsville. Down court, they got a run out here. Chance for a block shot. Well, I tell you got a 3-on-2 and an open player on the block and didn't see her.
Yeah, you draw the defender and then kick. You got to know that your teammates on the opposite block and got to kick it to them.
Yeah. Lucky break, though. They get the ball back. West Carter does. Stamper with the basketball. Leaves it for Hatton. She'll try 3. It's good. Nobody Hatton.
You mentioned it earlier. West Carter starting to gain confidence.
10-point lead, and Kenner sinks a 3 the other way to keep Paintsville within striking distance. Down by 7. Pressure on the inbounds. Brown and Kenner. Finds Stamper in backcourt. Now to Hatton. Throws it down court. Blocked, deflected by Kenner and out of bounds. It will stay with West Carter, but good defense by Kylie Kenner.
Well, Paintsville and Kenner may have bailed West Carter out there as that was getting dangerously close to a 10-second call.
Ball's in play again for West Carter. Hatton now finally across the stripe. Double team, lobs it off, deflected, and a steal. You got to convert this. Ramey the other way, lays it up and in. Cuts it to 5. Back down court, West Carter looks for an answer. Shot blocked by Ramey, but a foul. 2 shots for Nolan. Foul on Ramey. That'll be her first.
Paintsville starting to come with the full court pressure. And you can see high arcing passes is dangerous against the press as she knocks down the first free throw.
One more for Nolan. Howard back in. Going out for Paintsville is Keaton. 39-33 your score on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. Next shot no good. Rebound Paintsville's Kenner. And there's a moving pick. And there was no need for that pick back there at that juncture because Kenner already had her clean driving lane down court.
Yeah, Kenner had nothing but open court in front and nobody really beside her.
That gives it right back to West Carter. That's tough. You're on a run. Down by 6. West Carter leading by 6. Gives it up in front court. Stamper guarded tight by Skaggs. So look down inside. There's Brown. Mismatch with Ramey. Now double teamed and a whistle and a jump ball. Possession Paintsville.
Yeah, when you get the ball on the post right there, you got to make quick decisions because if you don't, there's going to be a secondary defender coming for a double team, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Here come the Lady Tigers again, down by 6, 5:46 to play. Driving in, Ramey off balance, draws the whistle, and the foul on West Carter. Was that a phantom call or not?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think she had her hand on her hip.
I'll give you a chance to see the, yeah.
She had her
hand on
hand.
her hip. Free throw good by Ramey. And that foul went against Cecil, her third. Team foul number 1 this quarter on West Carter with 5:43 remaining. Next one is good. Paintsville getting closer here.
Free throw line's been Paintsville's friend.
Down by 4 on the HutchFord.com scoreboard on the Lady Tigers. Through the press, West Carter with numbers all the way. Shot blocked by Blankenship. Picked up by Ramey. She's fouled. Wow.
The team blocks, that's got to be close to 8.
7
team blocks.
7. That foul was on Nolan, her 4th.
Byron mentioned the free throw shooting too. Paintsville did not attempt a free throw in the first half. 8 of 8 here in the second half from the charity stripe.
Got him right back in it. Ramey pulls up 7-footer. Good for Madison Ramey, who has 6 in the quarter, 10 in the game. Paintsville getting closer here, down by 2. Pressure against Hatton-Walk, no call, and it's loose, and there's a foul against West Carter. It'll be Paintsville ball and the foul.
Paintsville turning up the full court pressure, making a difference here in this fourth quarter.
That foul goes against Holbrook, her second, team foul number 3. Timeout West Carter. 5:11 to go. How about Paintsville storming back here, down 39-37, but a chance to tie or take the lead here on this next possession.
Hey, the press has been the answer here in this fourth quarter for Paintsville. They kind of done it early, laid off of it for a while, and now they've got back in it here, feeling almost out of net desperation. They got back into the press, but it's led to live ball turnovers, easy run-out points at the rim, and that's exactly what you want.
An 11-4 run for Paintsville here in the fourth, and they're down by 2. They've not made it to the mountain yet, but they can see the top.
Well, you got plenty of time right now to get to the top and get over the hump. So let's see what kind of adjustments that West Carter is going to make out of this timeout to kind of counter this press. Maybe it's once you get down, circle it back out and run your offense, or make sure we look opposite as whoever has kind of broke it went to the rim and challenged the Paintsville defense. And like we said, Paintsville on the night, 17 blocks. So Paintsville showed they can play interior defense. They've got to find a way to draw the defense and get it to an open player for an open shot.
39-37, it is Paintsville ball in backcourt. Kenner gets free. Well, you didn't want that if you're West Carter. Costa stripe, there's a pick from Blankenship. No shot between the circles. Kenner off another pick, stops, gives it back to Blankenship. Thought about it, gives it back to Kenner. Drives, cut off, a 3 for Keaton. No. Rebound, offensive board. Kenner inside, up. No foul on the miss. Loose on the floor. And it will stay with Paintsville.
You can tell Kenner not comfortable making post moves all the time.
That answers your question why they're not posting her up.
I get it.
She's a guard.
I get it.
Toss up top for Paintsville, down by 2. Looking to tie or take the lead. Ramey brings it out up to the midcourt circle. Angles to the left. Guarded by Stamper, picks up her dribble, needs some help. Got to come to her, it will be Kenner. A timeout called by Paintsville. They're going to talk about it here with 4:31 to go in the fourth quarter, and a good timeout there.
Yeah, this is a big possession for Paintsville as you're looking to tie or take the lead right here. But like we said, you've seen Kenner, maybe not the strongest of post moves, but I've seen plenty of guards grow their game and get at least 1, maybe 2 post moves to get down there and score, especially when they're taking away your bread and butter up top. It just adds another layer to you as a player and gives you better opportunities. And it makes you a harder matchup for people.
Absolutely.
Because if you get a bigger player on you, you can take them outside. You get a smaller player on you, you can take them to the post. So that's just one of those things. Maybe she's got moves that I haven't seen, but right now uncomfortable on that opposite side.
We'll see what Paintsville draws up out of the huddle here.
See if we get that old elevator screen for Kenner coming up the middle.
She's got 21 of her team's 37 tonight, does Kylie Kenner. For West Carter, 10 points for Macy Holbrook leading the way. 12 for Hatton, that leads the way. 10 for Holbrook. Looking to throw it in play. Ball is inbounds to Kenner. Got past her defender. Now they get back on her. Up top it will go now. The basketball is Keaton. Helton comes over and takes it now. Brings it up top. Gives it up to Ramey. She'll drive inside. Right-hand runner. Good for Ramey.
The teardrop.
Falling here tonight. Ramey's had a good game. She's got 12 tonight. And we're tied at 39. That was a walk, no call. West Carter back down court. Lady Comets need an answer. Brown wheeling and dealing. Drives in, missed it. Kenner on the rebound. Paintsville can take a lead here. Kenner down court, pulls up for the short jumper. Bouncing off. Rebound, West Carter. Rebound goes to Holbrook. Holbrook gets it across the timeline. Or Nolan, excuse me. Now Nolan in the corner. Look inside for Cecil, and she's on the out of bounds line.
I think she put her hand down on the line.
Can't do that. Trying to catch herself.
West Carter asking for a push.
May have been there, may have not.
Not so fast.
Yeah. Tied at 39. Ramey feeds it right side. Helton brings it to the top of the key. And steps called on Blankenship.
11 turnovers now for Paintsville.
Wow.
Paintsville also has not led since 6:02 in the second quarter.
Been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Or a few. Music in, Blankenship out for the Lady Tigers here. 3:16 to play. Ball's bouncing in bounds and finally picked up by West Carter. Tie up in backcourt. Stolen away by Kenner. And a foul on West Carter.
Kenner got hammered.
Well, I mean, a live ball bouncing into nobody. And Kenner can push her team back out in front for the first time since that early part of the second quarter. And it's no good.
The first miss from the charity stripe for Paintsville.
Foul was on Holbrook, her third, team foul number 4 on West Carter. And now, Paintsville regains the lead at 40-39 on the HutchFord.com scoreboard. West Carter going the wrong way. Now finally, Holbrook across the timeline, double teamed. Gives it up to Nolan. Inside for Cecil, and they lose it. We'll go the other way with it. And a whistle and a foul. Foul's on Cecil, that's her fourth. And we're shooting free throws as that's the 15th foul. So Madison Helton on the free throw line. Addison Helton, she has not scored tonight. Missed that one.
West Carter a little uneasy against strong ball pressure right now.
One more free throw. It's up and no good. Missed them both. Fighting for the glass was Music. Kenner retrieves it though. She's being harassed by 2 defenders. Wheels back up top. Gives it up to Ramey. And off the fingertips of Keaton out of bounds.
Tried to go before she had control. Alligator armed it.
Yep. West Carter ball. They trail by 1 with 2:42 to go. In backcourt, tie up Nolan. Jump ball in possession, Lady Comets.
West Carter out of timeouts.
They have 1 remaining. Burned that one at the end of the first half, remember?
Yeah.
And taken away by Ramey on the inbound. Inside, back out to Ramey. 3 in the corner, it's no good. Into the hands of West Carter's Brown. Picks up her dribble, needs some help, gives it off to Hatton. 2:23 to go. Hatton lobs it down court, caught by Stamper. Ball is loose, saved it midcourt by Brown. Now a whistle, contact, and a foul on Keaton.
Get a little chippy. Couple players.
It's her first team foul, number 4 on Paintsville. The intensity has been turned up a little bit.
Just a touch.
Turn the heat up on the thermos a little bit, you know, thermostat. West Carter ball. Stamper in the backcourt, picked up by Ramey. Bounces it off, right side to Hatton. Under 2 to go, deflected pass. Kenner's got the steal for Paintsville. 1-point lead. Kenner wants to drive inside, puts it up, bounces in for Kylie Kenner. 24 for Kenner tonight. The other way, a loose ball, and it will stay with, it stays with West Carter.
Yeah, Hatton tried to save it after it went off the Paintsville player's leg.
Ball's in play for West Carter, 1:35 to go, trailing 42-39. Nova Lee, Pat Hatton drives in, missed the runner. Rebound, Kenner. Now, if you're Paintsville, spread this floor. Instead, they take a timeout to discuss what we just said, I would imagine. And spread this floor and make them come and get you right now with a 42-39 lead. That seems huge in this game tonight.
Yeah, it's almost insurmountable the way this game has been going, as not a lot of field goals have been made. Most of Paintsville's points here in the second half has come from the free throw line.
A 14-4 run in the fourth quarter for Paintsville.
That'll get you a lead anytime. And it's really, they forced several turnovers here in the second half, especially the fourth quarter. They've won the rebounding battle in the fourth quarter, and they've gotten a lot of points off of those live ball turnovers in transition. And, you know, they're 9 of 12 from the free throw line all here in the second half, and they've gotten some points from somebody other than Kenner. Ramey's up to 12 points right now for Paintsville. She's really hit some shots in the second half. And they finally found a way to get Kenner the basketball somehow or another, even if it's her bringing the ball up herself after a defensive rebound. They've really made it a point to get her the basketball and get her open more consciously.
Yeah, look for Paintsville to come out. I would be very surprised if it's not a 5-out, 4 corners type of offense right here. And make West Carter come and foul him.
24 tonight for Kylie Kenner. 12 points tonight for Ramey off the bench. And Ramey will take it in backcourt for Paintsville.
80 seconds to go.
Across the stripe. And poked away. And out of bounds. Out of bounds to Paintsville.
No.
Whoa, no, to West Carter. Ramey let it go.
Yeah. West Carter almost tried to pick it up and got it out of bounds.
Yeah, Ramey dribbled it, it's out of bounds. She just lost control of it.
In the middle, there's Holbrook, kicks it out. Stamper at 3, it's good for West Carter.
Hey, step into one with confidence.
Just their third made 3.
And we're tied at 42, and now a tie-up, timeout. Paintsville with 57 seconds. Wow. And now you can't hold on to it, per se, because you're tied and you need to score. You can't, I don't think they can hang on to the ball this long.
That was a generous timeout.
Yes, it was.
I believe. I think that ball was on the ground and they gave it to Paintsville as soon as Kenner's hands touched it. But Wes Carter was touching it too.
But it also saves a jump ball for Paintsville too, because
Yeah.
they'll get the next jump ball. So that's a lucky break for Paintsville.
Yeah.
One timeout both ways here as we come upon the final moments of this game one action tonight of our doubleheader from Paintsville High School tonight. On the way tonight in the boys game, Paintsville and Floyd Central. 57.9 seconds left.
Let's see if they put the ball in Kenner's hands, maybe in the backcourt, or coming from the backcourt into the front court, trying to get her downhill.
Paintsville ball. Looking even in play. They do to music, and they find Kenner. Kenner backs it out to center court. Angles to the left. Gives it up to Keaton. Up top to Helton. One bounce to Ramey. 44 seconds. Ramey losing the handle. Kept that dribble. Gives it out now to Keaton. Up top, there's Kenner with it. Driving in, took the extra step. No whistles. Missed it. West Carter ball. Chance to break the tie. Hatton down court. 26 seconds. Hatton cross dribble. You got to give it up, and now a timeout burned by West Carter. Their final timeout, and I was beginning to say, Byron, does Hatton understand the gravity of the situation she's in here?
Well, I don't think I think she did and she didn't all at the same time.
Yeah.
As long as she had her dribble, she looked comfortable. But once she lost her dribble and had it picked up, you could almost kind of tell panic mode started to set in. And good job by the coaching staff from West Carter to call that timeout.
So now you got to find out who wants to come out here and take a shot, get a layup, maybe an and one, and set a play up out of this to win the game on the road here for West Carter.
Yeah, West Carter, plenty of time. Get the ball in bounce and run a play. Everybody's got one or two quick hitters that you don't run the entire game. This is one of those times you want to run one of those quick hitters and try to get a basket quick. Maybe you want to draw just a little bit of time off the clock, but you want to get that ball and go. I want to go personally. I want to get it in, and I want to get it set up, and I want to hit. I don't want to save it for the last shot. I want to get the lead, and then I want to trust my defense after that.
West Carter has 21.5 seconds left here with the basketball if they get it in bounds. Paintsville will try everything they can to deny.
Look here. You can't underestimate how important it is just to get the ball in bounds here.
Holbrook will give it in play. Side out in her own front court, opposite of the bench. Gets it in back court to Hatton. Novalee across the timeline. Off the pick up top. Lost her dribble. Throws it off. Nolan feeds it inside to Cecil. And they lose it. Oh, last touch by Paintsville out of bounds with 10 seconds.
Well, back in the day, we're going to call number 2 right here. And, well, maybe not against the 2-3 zone. But
ball's in play to Stamper on the wing up top for Hatton. And somebody's got to take the shot. Tie up. There's the jump ball. And Paintsville will get it with 3.7 seconds.
that's how big that timeout was a while ago.
So West Carter with 2 looks to win it. Couldn't do it. And now Paintsville burns their last timeout. 3.7 seconds. This will be the play to win it if you're Paintsville right now.
Look, if it's me, and they're probably going to do something totally opposite. But
Which is why you're up here broadcasting
That's true.
and not down there coaching, but you go right ahead.
But I'm going to bring.
Sorry.
Hey.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks a lot. I'm going to bring all 4 of my players towards half court and down this direction, and I want to try to get Kenner on a run out to throw it to her on a run, because if she can catch it from this volleyball line on the other side of half court, 3 seconds should be plenty enough time for her to get to the rim or into the 10-foot range for a good shot if she can catch it on the run. And if you're West Carter, you want to make them throw it towards your basket. Because the more time they got to change direction to go back this way towards their goal is better for you. So West Carter wants to push it one way, Paintsville wants to push it the other right here to burn or conserve time, whichever side you're on.
It will be Hilton to trigger it in play in backcourt, side out. Here we go. 3.7 seconds.
Watch Kenner coming up the sideline.
Ramey's the one that takes it. Comes down court. Ramey, free throw line, throws it up. No! We go to overtime. Tied at 42 on the HutchFord.com scoreboard with some bonus basketball here in this first of two here tonight. Much of the chagrin of the Floyd Central boys in the tunnel down here as they're going to go back out to the locker room and wait it out for a little while.
Yeah, the look of disgust and just turn around and walk him back.
How about this overtime, and there's two players for West Carter with 4 fouls apiece. Nobody in any foul trouble for Paintsville. We'll see how the overtime plays out here in just a few moments.
Well, not a bad look for Paintsville. Probably could have stopped. Might have forced it there right at the end, trying to get into the middle. Maybe try to draw the foul. Just stop and shoot the jump shot. I like the play, and I like the attempt. But like I said, maybe a little too challenged of a shot there at the end.
I like that they tried Ramey on that just to give a different look, because she got a good look at it, just wasn't going to fall for her.
I was half right.
A 16-7 fourth quarter, and we're all tied up at 42. Overtime here at Paintsville High School in the City Between the Lakes Classic.
Holly Brown for West Carter. She just has 4 points, but she subbed out midway through that fourth quarter, has not been back in the ball game. She's been one of their primary ball handlers so far tonight.
And West Carter wins the tip. Hatton across the timeline. They only dressed 9 players tonight, did West Carter. There's a steal by Kenner. Other way, layup good. Paintsville back out in front by 2. On the inbounds, knocked away, and back to Paintsville.
Yeah, overtime definitely favoring Paintsville as they started building momentum with this pressure, and it's just carrying on.
44-42. Paintsville on top, HutchFord.com scoreboard, deflected by Holbrook, able to stay with Paintsville out of bounds. Ramey gives it in play to Kenner. Kenner, Keaton, Skaggs, Blankenship, and Ramey are 5 on the floor right now. There's a foul out at the top, foul on Holbrook. That'll be her 4th.
There'll be 2 free throws, too.
Absolutely, as those 5 team fouls carry over to the overtime period. And, of course, the next foul Paintsville commits. West Carter shoots free throws the remainder of the game.
Yeah, foul count does not reset in overtime.
Keaton, free throw. Good. High arcing free throw. Give her 4 points now on the night. Second toss is up as well and good. 46-42, a 4-0 start in overtime for Paintsville. Ball's in play to Cecil in backcourt. Finds Holbrook. Gets it across the midcourt stripe to Hatton. In the corner, no shot for Nolan. She'll bring it up top. On the ball, no call. Lost it on the way up. Now it's to Stamper.
She lost it and gathered it.
Stamper with it. Gives it off. Driving is Holbrook. And we get the push on Paintsville. 2 shots for Holbrook. That's on Kenner, her first. Holbrook with 10 points on the night. That went off the back of the iron, no good.
Free throw line can make or break a team in a close game.
It sure has helped Paintsville tonight.
What was that, Josh?
3 of 8 West Carter is from the free throw line.
And that one gets a lot of iron, but it goes to the cylinder.
Stays a one-possession game.
46-43, Paintsville on top. 3 minutes to go in overtime. In the corner, there's a tie-up and a steal. Stamper for West Carter. Comes up with it, double team, needs some help, and a whistle and a timeout called. She didn't call it. Wow. So the official inadvertently thought there was a timeout called. There wasn't. It bails West Carter out.
Yeah. Don't forget, both teams
do get one timeout.
Get one timeout in overtime.
Looking, ball's thrown in bounds, knocked away. It will stay with West Carter.
Send them long.
Give it in bounds to Stamper. Gives it to Hatton. Brings it across the stripe. Fouled by Skaggs. Hatton on the line for 2. And that's not good because you're putting West Carter on the line. Clock stopped. They're down by 3.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you can stop the clock and get points, that's what you want if you're the team wanting to make the comeback.
Free throw good for Hatton. 13 for Nova Lee Hatton, the sophomore. Next one up and good as well. 46-45, 2:42 in overtime. Paintsville in front court, up by 1. Skaggs up to the top of the key. Kenner, she's free. They give it to her now, right at the circle. Wants to take Hatton inside. The runner up, tough shot, no good. This picked up by West Carter's Holbrook. Gives it to Hatton. Now to Nolan. Back out to Hatton again in backcourt. And there's 10 seconds. 10-second call on West Carter.
Clock's still running.
Clock's still running. Yeah, about 6 seconds ticked off the clock.
Nobody saw it but us.
We don't matter.
Nobody's talking about it. There's a steal in the inbounds anyway. West Carter gets it. Out to Stamper, 3. It's an air ball. Out of bounds to Paintsville.
I like the confidence, though.
I do too.
I like the confidence.
She
in
hit
that
a
shot.
3 to tie it up there.
She tied it at 42.
Yeah, she tied the game and sent it to overtime. Waiting to give it in play, and
Kenner.
Yeah, they sure were. Kenner comes up free now, driving inside on Cecil, fouled. 2 shots for Kenner.
Tell you what, she's gonna sleep good tonight.
I wonder if they got school tomorrow here or not. I wonder if she can sleep in, you know. Foul on Cecil, and that's 5 on her. So now you'll see Brown return. Josh mentioned that she had been out for an extended amount of time. She's back in now.
She's got a big knee brace on. You wonder if it was some discomfort with her knee or leg or something, because she's not played in a while.
Free throw goes in for Kenner.
Maybe resting her for this situation, though.
Well, again, they only had 4 players on the bench, or 5. They came here tonight with 9 players active on the roster. Second free throw good. 3-point lead for Paintsville. West Carter down court. 1:47 to go in overtime. Got to pull the trigger here. Hatton between the circles. Poked out of the hands of Nolan. Backs away down the lane. Scoop layup short. Picked up by Paintsville.
Good defense by Paintsville that time.
90 seconds from a win here for Paintsville. Ramey at center court, knocked out of her hands. Stamper has it. West Carter comes up with it. Holbrook gives it to Stamper. Brings it in front court, down the lane, feeds it back out. Brown for 3. It's good. Oh, my. Holly Brown sat for a century, gets up and nails it. We're tied at 48. Other way, Kenner, the runner, blocked. Foul on Kenner.
Brown with the block and the rebound there.
What can Brown do for you? They bring her off the bench
I
with
knew it
a
was
3
coming.
and a foul.
I knew it was coming.
Wow.
I almost said it myself.
I thought about it earlier, too.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about dialing up the right number. Coach Kahn did it.
Could be a special delivery here.
Oh, and the free throw missed. She's got one more coming.
Intercepted.
Yeah.
It is Christmas season.
Yeah.
It is. That one good. That breaks the tie. 49-48 West Carter. 56 seconds in overtime. Backcourt. Ramey has it. Almost lost it. Gets it across the timeline. Feeds it to Blankenship. Inside, there's Kenner. Going wheel and deal. Up, no good. Offensive board, Ramey. Back at the Blankenship. 3 in the air. It's no good. West Carter on the miss. Holbrook down the lane. Takes it back out to the left side. Stamper. Pump fake out to Hatton. Takes an open 3. It's good to seal it. Oh, my. Oh, my goodness.
That was a no, yes shot.
Yes. Kenner gives it up. Saved, though, by Ramey. 13 seconds.
I don't think either team realized they got a timeout in overtime.
Yeah, really. 7 seconds. The runner for Ramey, no good, but a bailout foul is called. 2 shots for Ramey, and I think you're right. I would think Coach Kidder knew she had a timeout she could burn there to set up something that time.
West Carter has 4 made field goals in the fourth quarter and overtime. All threes.
Huge threes.
Yes. Timeout finally called by West Carter with 5 seconds
Well, that
to go
was
in overtime.
Holbrook's 5th foul, too.
Yeah.
So she's out.
I've got her with 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Are they taking a timeout, or is it they giving her the?
She asked for a timeout.
She
I
did.
saw her asking for it.
But if
They
if
didn't
it's the
take it
fifth-
off the board.
If it's the 5th foul, then are they using this as like a timeout?
They're trying to figure that out. And they do say timeout West Carter. So there you go. So now West Carter does not have a timeout left here in overtime.
Well, you got 5 seconds. Which, I mean, that's an eternity, though. Crazier things have happened.
What a
Indeed.
great basketball game.
It
Oh,
has.
yeah.
We were talking how good the boys' game should be between Floyd Central and Paintsville. I'm pleasantly surprised by this one.
We've been handed a treat here tonight.
That we have.
There's quite a few people tuning in from Olive Hill, too. I mean, they've enjoyed it as well.
Unbelievable. Yeah. 52-48, West Carter leads. We will have free throws for Ramey. 2.
I think.
Yeah, he
Well, it's
said
2
2.
either way, so, I mean.
No, well, I think they called it on the shot.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said 2.
Okay. Because she shot her runner. I thought she was inside the three-point line, but I won't swear to nothing.
I'm quite positive. There it is, 2. It's 2. He said 1.
Yeah.
It is, oh, it's 2. Yeah, it's 2. That one no good.
Got to make this one to make it a one-possession game.
5.3 seconds left.
Because even if she misses and Paintsville scores, gets a rebound and scores, they can't stop the clock.
Missed it. Tie up, jump ball with 3.7 seconds, possession, Paintsville.
You could almost let Paintsville just inbound it and score,
Yeah,
and the game's
and
over.
don't worry about it.
Paintsville can't stop the clock.
They're not going to do that, but they could. You're right. There it is, a 3, no good. That's it. The final tonight on the HutchFord.com scoreboard in overtime. West Carter gets the win, their second of the year, 52-48 over Paintsville. Quickly on the stats, Josh McKinney.
Sure. Leading scorer for Paintsville, run through the individual numbers. Paintsville led in scoring by Kylie Kenner, 28 points, who surpassed the 1,500-point mark with the performance tonight. She also had 11 rebounds and 4 blocked shots in the Paintsville loss. 12 points for McKinley Ramey. She also had 5 rebounds, 5 points for Emma Keaton, and 3 points for Brooklyn Skaggs. For West Carter, they were led by Novalee Hatton, 17 points and 4 rebounds, 2 assists for Hatton, 11 points and 10 rebounds for Macy Holbrook. 8 points for Holly Brown, 6 points for Sydney Cecil, 5 points apiece for Madison Stamper and Kinley Nolan.
Time to name our Community Trust Bank player of the game. Byron?
I got Nova Lee. Supernova.
Supernova. Nova Lee Hatton. We got to say it tonight.
Yeah.
17 for Supernova. She gets the Community Trust Bank player of the game accolades tonight. 17 points for West Carter. Nova Lee Hatton of West Carter. They go on to be 2-4 on the season. Paintsville falls to 2-4. That's going to do it for our coverage of Game 1 tonight. We'll take a break and come back with Game 2 here on the Facebook and the YouTube on WMDJ Sports between Floyd Central and Paintsville in a few moments. Stay with us here tonight for more basketball on WMDJ.